Are the rising costs making your purse seem a little bit lighter, or are you just ready to supercharge your journey to financial freedom? Many of us are feeling the juggling and the demands of raising kids, taking care of aging parents, our careers, as well as securing our financial future. You're not alone here. But what if I told you I had a secret weapon that you may have overlooked? The part-time job. Yeah, you heard that right. I'm talking part-time jobs today. It can help you crush debt, save a little bit more for your future, as well as help you meet new people. It can give you that extra financial cushion to invest in your future. In today's video, I want to explore some of these part-time jobs perfect for us midlife women. These will give you a little bit of financial security, help you put money towards paying off that debt to get ready for retirement, as well as just giving you a little bit of a cushion for the crazy grocery prices that are happening. Now, I have done a few other of these videos before. This video talked about 27 side hustles that you can do, and this video told you how to exactly get those side hustles started. Today, these are much less work type part-time jobs. I'm not completely talking about businesses that you start here, although some of them may feel like that and work for you, but I'm talking about easier things that can bring in a little extra money. I mean, what would you do with an extra $1,000 a month that you could earn from a part-time job? How would that change your life today? How would that make your life better? And how would that make you feel as far as setting up some security for your future self? Let's talk retail. So many people are hiring for retail, whether it be for the season, as like a Christmas season or a summer season, or as a full-time, part-time job. Just be careful when you're looking at retail, because you don't want to go someplace where it's going to be a temptation for you to spend. So if you love shopping at Kohl's or Target, you may not want to get your part-time job at Kohl's or Target. You might want to go to, say, Home Depot or Harbor Freight, someplace you know you're not going to be tempted to spend your money. You could also get a part-time job at someplace like the grocery store. Many times, if you work someplace, they offer you a discount. How wonderful would it be to get, say, a 10% discount on your groceries because you're working there part-time? What about being a consultant? If your full-time job will give you the tools to help somebody else in that area, why not consider being a consultant for somebody else? You could even, to piggyback off of this consultant, where you have a strong foundational knowledge of this area, you could also do speaking engagements. Many times companies put on big conferences. You could be a speaker because you have this knowledge behind you. Also, tutor. Calling all teachers, but it doesn't have to be just a teacher. I have a bachelor's degree in English. I could potentially tutor children in the English languages and reading after school. I don't necessarily have to have a degree in that area, especially with the knowledge that I have of writing. I could absolutely tutor somebody after school. I know so many teachers who tutored. I know teachers who take the summer off from their teaching job, yet tutor all summer long. It's a great part-time job. What about being a tour guide? I went to New Orleans last year. Amazing, by the way. If you've never been to New Orleans, you might want to put it on your bucket list. A beautiful city. The tour guide that we had was driving the bus, but it was a part-time job for him. He was retired. You could do any type of tour guide. It could be a historical guide like this gentleman was, or it could be a hiking or paddling guide out in nature. Whatever your passion is. Next, a travel agent. Now, I had a super good friend who loved to go on cruises. She and her husband really enjoyed cruises. Now, their boys were small and they really didn't have a whole lot of money to enjoy this hobby, so she got a job as a travel agent, specifically a cruise travel agent. Now, this did two things for her. First, it brought her in some extra money for her family. She was able to save up some extra money from that for more cruises. In addition to that, She had firsthand knowledge of the best prices and the best deals on those cruises. It was a win-win all the way around. What about something like freelance writing? Do you love to write? Are you a good writer? Would you consider writing for somebody else's website? It's a really fantastic opportunity that you can do, and you can kind of do it in your own home, on your own time, before work in the mornings, on the weekends, in the evenings, whenever you want. Bloggers are always looking to hire freelance writers. My friend Katie gave me this idea. If you're a mature woman, many photographers and stock photo agencies are looking for mature models. They're looking for men and women to depict what's really going on in the world. And being a model for those types of agencies might be an excellent part-time job. Katie from Katie Goes Platinum, you can find her here on YouTube, by the way. She has a website and a YouTube channel about going gray gracefully and how to do it with all of the techniques. So if you're looking for a great resource on going gray, you might want to check her out. She's the one who told me about this and gave me this idea for this video. Oh, another language? It might be an excellent opportunity for you to become a translator as a part-time job. Court systems are always looking for translators. I watch a lot of those videos, those cop show videos, and they're always looking for a translator in the interrogation rooms, for example, or witness statements, because there's no English spoken. I know it's a TV show. I know, I get it. But it really just did come to mind when I was thinking of translators. I would love to do something like this. Event staff, weddings, concerts, festivals, registrations for things. I would love to be able to be the one in there setting everything up for a wedding. That would be so much fun for me. We also have a venue here that's an outdoor venue. We have lots of concerts. We have plays that are put down in the little theater. Lots and lots of stuff going on here. But to be a part of that staff, to get to see all of those concerts for free, you actually are working, so you're not there to see the concert, but what a fantastic experience that would be. It's interesting to me that the event staff that I do see, they do have the bouncers and stuff that are the young, big men that are there. But the ushers are all older-ish, midlife to retirement age. They're always looking for people to help with logistics at conferences, sign-ups, name badges, that kind of stuff. Even setting up the refreshments or the luncheon. And what about being a virtual assistant? Now, I have a virtual assistant for my blogging business. This is somebody who just does the little mundane tasks or the things that I just don't want to do anymore. It's really fantastic to have somebody that helps you and is your helper and you can rely on to get those little things done so you can do things like record more YouTube videos. If you have any interest at all in being a virtual assistant, I have a free sign up for you. I'm going to leave a link in the description below. It's a free little class, introduction class on how to become a virtual assistant and what virtual assistants actually are. It's free to take this, and so I'm just going to leave a link below. What about a museum tour? Are you a history buff or an art buff that just loves this kind of stuff and could talk for hours about it? Would you want to give a museum tour? What a fantastic part-time job in the evenings and weekends when people mostly come to museums anyway. Lead tours, engage visitors, and share insights into art, history, and culture. Then you can share the stories and the education. How about a fitness instructor? My good friend who was a teacher actually was also a fitness instructor as her part-time job. She was a gym enthusiast, so she loved the gym. And in order to cut back on her gym membership costs, she taught a couple of classes each week. Not only did she get paid for the classes, but she also got her gym membership for free. If you have a passion for fitness, whether it be high-intensity interval training or yoga or even classes for, I don't know, 50-year-old women who are super out of shape who probably could only do 15-20 minutes of a fitness class, this might be the perfect opportunity for you. How about being a bookkeeper? Are you a master at QuickBooks? I can tell you there are thousands of small businesses who would pay a fee for bookkeeping services. I know I'm one of them. If I didn't have somebody already, man, I'd be all over that. Because it's one of those tedious tasks that I don't seem to have enough time for. And it's super important. So if you know a thing or two about bookkeeping, you might want to consider being a bookkeeper. A friend of mine had a part-time job as a bookkeeper for the local fire department. That was her part-time job while she was raising her children. Who says that you can't do that and have a career or a full-time job when you're trying to get yourself in a better situation? Who says you can't do that and have a career while you're working your way out of debt or saving for retirement? What about an online reseller? I've got a couple of examples for you here. An acquaintance of mine used to go to these storage units. When people don't pay for their storage facility, all of the stuff in there gets sold at an auction. So basically you go in, you get a 5-second peek into what's in there, and then you start bidding on them. Jason would go to these facilities, he would bid on them, he would get all of the contents, and then he would sell it. He would sell it on eBay or Marketplace in order to make money. This was a business for him. He would also go to garage sales looking for very specific things to resell because he already knew what the value of those things were. This could be an ideal situation for a part-time job. Another woman that I know has an entire business. She has an entire blog about antiquing. It's always been a passion of hers. Her house is full of beautiful antiques, but she now is antiquing to supplement her retired income. Again, this would be an ideal concept for a part-time job. And a third example that I have, a friend of mine refinishes and upcycles furniture. She has a little shop in her town where they allow her a little corner that she rents out to sell her pieces. She does a fantastic job. She has a full-time job with an insurance company, yet she has this second side hustle that she gets to do in order to make some extra money. So those are my part-time job ideas. I hope you found something new that maybe might work for you. If you have any other ideas, I'd love to hear them in the comments. I know that people are always looking for a way to make a little bit more money, whether they're in this midlife season of life or they're retired, or they're a mom who's looking to make some extra money to feed her family. Let me know in the comments if you have any other ideas. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate you, and have a great day. Bye-bye.